All right.
Hi.
So here we are in Macy's. They're doing a big Pride celebration. We have Ross Mathews here.
That's me. Hi. So happy to be here.
And you came from out of town.
I did. I just landed right now.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Thank you for taking time out and talking to me.
Duh. I'm thrilled to be here.
For a Nunn interviewing lessons.
Oh, great. That's cute.
We haven't talked in a while. When your book came out.
Yeah.
That's the last time we talked.
I was here in Chicago. I love Chicago. I did a show here. I did a signing at Macy's.
Yeah.
That was so fun, and I think this is my first time back since then.
Yeah. Do you want to write another book?
Yeah.
I'm actually. That works.
I loved writing the book. You know, it's the most personal thing. It's like this: you're in a room, you're typing, and then people read it one day. You know, and it's just these thoughts inside of you and your own stories. I loved it. I love the response. I love when I meet someone who read the book because it's like you read my journal.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to crack the code what the next book will be, and I finally cracked it. So I started it.
Oh, can you tell me anything yet or no?
You know, it's not unlike what I'm doing on my podcast, which is called Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
Mm-hmm.
I call it the advice and LOLs from the gay best friend you wish you had and know you need. I'm like Dr. Laura, but higher pitched. You know, people call in, I give advice. So it's not unlike that. But of course, it'll still be hilarious stories of like my misadventures.
Sure, of course. Congrats on the big RuPaul gig.
How cool is that?
Was that just the best experience, or how was
Yeah.
it?
I mean, listen, I would watch RuPaul's Drag Race and I would talk at the television. And then, because I have an opinion and I love it. And then twice they asked me on as just a guest judge. You know, sometimes they have people on.
Yeah.
And not to toot my tutor, but I was good at it. And so we've always sort of been hinting and flirting with the idea of maybe making something more official, and just contractually I couldn't because, you know, Daddy's got to work, you know. And then it just lined up that I could. So the first chance I had, we were like, yes, let's do it. And I loved it.
And now you're permanently on there, hopefully.
Hopefully, we're actually trying. If they've announced another season, we're hoping to make it work. Luckily, other jobs have come up, but I would move mountains to be able to be there. So we're trying to make it happen.
Did you have a special one of the cast that you really particularly loved or got to know, or?
Yeah, all of them. And I know that sounds so like wishy-washy, but the truth is, and I didn't expect it, but when you're sitting there, it becomes much more than a hilarious show about a bunch of very talented drag queens. It becomes about people trying to live like their dream, you know, from all over the world, suddenly on a soundstage in Hollywood, trying to really seize an opportunity. So sure, it's funny, and sure, it's, you know, tongue in cheek, but at the end of the day, it's people trying to really realize a dream. And I don't know, I got invested.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
I
got attached to some of them.
I got attached.
Definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fun people. They just came here recently.
Yeah, okay.
So tell me about how do you celebrate Pride and what you do?
Well, when I celebrate Pride, well, you know, I'm lucky enough that I get to travel around and go to a bunch of Prides. I was just in Capital Pride in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I'll be in Tampa this week as well. I'll be here for Pride in Chicago. But for me, how I celebrate Pride is just being unapologetic 365. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's enough to settle for tolerance. I think we should strive for a celebration, equality, all of that. And I think, you know, you see it happening now. It's pretty cool.
What advice do you give to people coming out, and I mean, you know, all of that?
Well, the best advice I could give you is there's never been a better time than 2015 to be LGBTQ. So congratulations. And the other thing is, I know from growing up in a town where you may not see people like you around. You know, one of these things is not like the other. I lived it, you know, and I at the time couldn't point at television and see someone living a happy, openly gay or trans or whatever life. It just wasn't represented. So now you can know that even though you may not see it right outside your window, that there's a community out there not far who will celebrate you, love you, open arms. So you just gotta find it.
Have you had any fans reach out to you and just like, thank you so much for being openly gay, or whatever? Did you get?
Yeah,
seriously?
it's good. It's nice. I mean, that's always nice to hear things like that, and I'm happy to serve as that. But it's not like I had a choice to not be openly gay. You know, there was never a big closet door, if you know what I mean.
I know you love celebrities.
Yes.
Who's your new favorite?
Oh, who am I obsessed? What am I? I'm still trying to finish Orange is the New Black right now, and everyone's obsessed with that Ruby.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's obsessed, but she's like the new Justin Bieber. She looks just like him.
I know. They just met.
I saw that picture.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into her. I'm intrigued that everyone's obsessed because they already finished the season and I haven't.
Right.
I love Ariana Grande. I loved her before, and then when she was a judge on Drag Race, we spent all day together, and I just she would sit there, you know, in between takes sometimes. there's like downtime, 10 minutes, lighting or something. And she would just sit there and like sing. Like that. Just like do like little runs. And I'm like, I am getting a free Ariana Grande concert.
Nice.
Boom! Right here.
Yeah, who can ask for more than that?
Yes.
That's awesome. I always wonder why they didn't ask you to be on Fashion Police.
Yeah, right?
Like, that needed it.
I don't know. Who knows?
So any other projects you have coming out that you want to talk about?
Oh, well, the podcast, like I said, is the most fun. I started it, when Hello Ross went away and Chelsea Lately went away. I was so fortunate to have this time to sort of like, let's put a pause on things and figure out what I want to do next. Mm-hmm. And so we have Drag Race, the second book. We have another show that we haven't told anybody about yet. That's really exciting.
Okay.
But the podcast is just about me keeping that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Just an unfiltered, talking to the people kind of thing, which is what I want to do anyway. Mm-hmm. And so I did it just for me, and I didn't promote it. I just had mentioned in my social media. And what started with a couple thousand turned into 20,000, turned to 100,000, and we just recently had 300,000 listeners.
Congrats!
We're going to 2 days a week, and I love it. And it's free on iTunes or StraightTalkWithRoss.com.
And they can go to your website, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Straight Talk with Ross.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great talking to you.
So good to see you.
Oh my God,
And how cool is this? I get to come to Macy's and meet everybody.
I know.
You should have been here. You'll be here next time.
All right.
You good?
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good.